Hello there and good morning. Looks like Boris will be announcing a tax hike today. As per usual, please like, subscribe and comment below. And when subscribing, please do press that little bell, but also select the all option, or you won't get any notifications when I publish a new video. A Tory manifesto and worker wallet busting tax rise is set to be announced today by the UK PM Boris Johnson, all to tackle the NHS backlog and a new social care package. The word is that national insurance contributions will be going up by about 1.25%, which, as I explained in a previous video, is the Chancellor Rishi Sunak's preferred figure, whereas Boris had initially been more inclined to a 1% rise, and the Health Secretary Sajid Javid wanted an extra 2% to keep his ship steady. Now, a 1.25% rise means those on 30 grand a year could pay £255 extra a year. Those on 20 grand will pay £130, and those on 40 grand £380 more. Although it does depend on whether it comes direct from the worker or if employer contributions will also take some or even all of the hit. So it will be employers, employees and the self-employed potentially bearing the cost, unless there's also a fundamental change in who pays NICs. But how about those rich enough to live on unearned income, whose wealth other people's taxes are protecting when the rich no longer need to sell their house to fund their care? And further, using an online tax calculator, I see that someone on £30,000 a year pays about 8.2% of that on NICs, whereas those on £100,000 a year pay a lower 5.9%, and those on £200,000 a year pay only 3.9%. So does this sound the right way to go about raising the money equitably? So lower paid workers will be hit, as well as pensioners when they only get a 2.5% rise in the state pension because the triple lock has been abandoned to make sure they don't get the 7 to 8% they would otherwise have been entitled to. And when that extra NIC money starts being available, I wonder how long it will be before the health unions start pushing for a pay rise. They're probably gearing up for it now, to offset the cost of the NIC rise on the pay packets of the doctors, some of whom we will never see, maybe. But it appears that this NIC rise will initially be used only for the NHS backlog, which will reportedly take 6 or more years to work through, something that led Tory MP and former party leader Ian Duncan Smith to call it all a sham, because there's no talk about how the social care system will be changed. As I said before, Boris wants the money coming in now, to then decide how to spend it later. And remember, the Coronavirus Act contains 3 clauses that allows the government to fast-track NIC changes through Parliament, without even having to get the normal actuarial report that would show us all the numbers. You know, government numbers that would make it clear who pays and who benefits. And this may well be the reason why NICs have been selected as the preferred vehicle to raise taxes. In fact, there is talk that Boris is set on having a snap vote in the House of Commons within the week to ensure support. Something that reinforces my suspicion that Boris will be using the Coronavirus Act NIC shortcut to give him the greatest chance of getting this through. I explained what I thought was going on here in a video called "Would Boris Johnson be this cynical?" Please take a look at it. Now, one point to bear in mind: all the money subsequently collected via national insurance contributions just goes into the general taxation pot to be used for anything the government wants to use it for. It is not ring-fenced in any way. Just like road traffic and fuel taxes are not used exclusively on the roads. If they were, there'd be gold-lined pavements and not a pothole in sight. And very recent events have thrown up some potentially massive and ongoing costs for the country. So I'll leave you to ponder on where you think this money will really be going. So what's your opinion on this upcoming NIC rise? Please like and comment below.